All right, welcome to Nuni TV. Today we have a special guest, ranked number one PvP player in the Elder Scroll Online universe. His fame has not just risen in the country, but globally as well. His rise to greatness is impeccable and memorizing. Ladies and gentlemen, introduce to you Law Dog. Yeah! Thanks, man, for being here, bro.
Bro, let me just start off by thanking myself for being here. I am the greatest. I am the champ. Everything you said was true and accurate 150%. So you're welcome. You're welcome.
No problem, no problem. And what many people would never understand is that the time and sacrifice it took you away from your training routines and regimens just for you to make it here. Um, I also heard you were in endorsement meetings and you postponed that at late notice. Definitely was not easy trying to reach out to you, especially to your agent. So just the fact that you came to my podcast is truly an honor, and I appreciate that, man.
Again, you're welcome. I do have a vigorous training schedule. Too many players aren't willing to sacrifice for greatness. They're not willing to move back into their mom's basement and live off of Cheetos and Mountain Dew, Code Red, and have no rent. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I do it. It's how I get it done. That's part of what allows me to have so much time to sink my entire being into playing ESL.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand the grind and sacrifice you've been through, Law Dog. But I'm glad I have you here, and we have a lot to talk about today. I'm very excited. So first thing is, let's talk about your training. Players don't understand the hours and time and sacrifice. Even from sacrificing your family and relationships just to be the best in ESO. When did you realize that your hard work was paying off?
Well, it was right about the time when I left my girlfriend and really bunkered down on just playing like 15 to 18 hours a day. And I realized that by giving this amount of time to the game, and I noticed my thumbs were gaining a lot of muscle, a lot of thickness, a lot of layers, a lot of calluses. And with these thick, powerful thumbs, I'm able to hit all the buttons at a much rapid and faster pace than your average player. I'm dropping combos, 2, 3 seconds faster than the average player due to the non-stop grinding and training.
I see.
It's right about when I noticed. I'd say is when I left my lazy girlfriend who couldn't accept my greatness in video gaming.
I see. And do you ever miss her?
No. The only thing I miss is my reflection in the mirror. Every time I walk away from a mirror and I can't see myself, I miss my reflection. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I'm a star.
I see, but no worries. I'm sure you'll have other partners in the future. You're the greatest in Elder Scroll right now in PvP, and many people are probably going to hate about that.
Yeah, there's a lot of haters, but what they say in the streets: if you have no haters, you ain't popping. So the more haters you have, the more popping you are. You get it? Haters equal you popping.
Definitely. Now, I know there's a lot of terrible players out there that you have defeated. Why do you think they're so bad?
Well, I think it's the lack of commitment to the game, a lack of commitment to being great. They want to come in the game, put on some kind of cheese build, and get carried by the gear. Yes, that's part of the game. That's probably 50% of it, but the other 50% is what are you putting into it? Are you putting your heart and soul into ESO, or are you just gonna play when you're off of work? No, quit your job, bro. Stop being lazy. Go 150% on ESO. That's how you get great, and that's why all these players suck. They don't do it.
I see. Now, a lot of times you have a favorite signature move, you're teabagging. And I will have to say that a lot of people are so negative. Why can't they just think positive when you teabag them? I mean, I'm a decent PvPer. I'm not in your status. However, if one day you did teabag me, I would take it like a humbling experience, like kind of like meditation or yoga, where like I'm like, man, I reflect myself and like, Law Dog just teabagged me. I have to get better. I mean, what do you think?
I think that's a great perspective to have, and you have a lot of self-awareness. But what people don't get when I'm bagging them, I'm doing that because I'm trying to motivate them to do squats. If you look at when I'm ducking up and down, it looks like I'm teabagging, but I'm actually doing squat thrusts. And I'm trying to show people that doing burpees and squats can help you stay fit while you're playing. And I'm just trying to tell them that. And they get all triggered and report me to Zos. And I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm just trying to do them a favor.
Definitely, definitely. And the sad part is, you defeat them, at least have a humbling experience, come back next time, get better. But the sad part is they don't want to get better. What they do is instead they try to report you to Sauce, where knowing that Sauce is so busy trying to make new content for us. I mean, what's going on here?
Yeah, I don't get it. Like all the reporting and the crybaby, and these are grown adults. I get if you're a 15-year-old teenager and you're reporting people, you're not mature enough to handle any negativity. But if you're a grown man or a grown woman and someone killing you in a video game and then taunting you about it makes you so mad that you want them to be quote banned unquote, you have a problem. You might be the issue. You're what I would call a word I'd use to describe you is weak. You are a weakling. And weakness breeds more weakness. Be strong, be great, be a lion. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed, definitely good motivation. I hope people take this as motivation. And how about the good PvPers? What can they do to be number one as you one day?
In order to be great, like I said, you have a lot. There's a lot you can do to make yourself. I mean, I'd start off with like your diet. Start eating more ham and cheese hot pockets. You want to protein up. You want to get your hands strong. You want to get those wrists and thumbs strong. So a lot of protein, ham and cheese hot pockets. Wash that down with variations of Mountain Dew. They might have the Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Drink that. They might have the regular Mountain Dew. Drink that. They might have fan favorite Code Red Mountain Dew. Drink that. That will give you the electrolytes and the water you need to stay hydrated and keep your thumbs going. That's step one. Little taste of success right there for him.
Definitely, definitely. And anyone who's listening to this podcast, understand he's giving good advice. If you want more advice, you can always subscribe to his channel because he's always going to respond to you, as long as you're respectful and professional. So
yeah, I do. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. I'm just excited to talk to you, but go right ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say definitely like and subscribe if you're watching this. You can learn a lot about how bad other players are by watching me defeat them and watching how great I am. And my greatness should inspire you to become great yourself. Think of me as the LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady of ESL.
Yes, indeed. And what many people don't understand is you're number one ranked in the Elder Scroll. So some people may be like, hey, I never knew Law Dog was number one. Well, the thing is, he is. People don't look at statistics. They don't look at numbers. There's 85 to 95% of the Elder Scroll community are casual PvE players. So they don't know much about the PvP. But if they get into the PvP world, the best thing to do is, check out Law Dog on YouTube. I mean, you can see his defeats. You can see his victories. You can see pretty much how to become a better PvPer and be ranked number one day.
That's true. That's very true. Winning is kind of like just like if you were to look it up in the Webster Dictionary, it would say Law Dog. Right next to winning would be Law Dog. Law Dog should be another word for winning. We should be like, so-and-so won the championship. We wouldn't say won, we'd say so-and-so Law Dogged the championship. So-and-so is Law Dogging the game. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Replace winning and won and win with Law Dog. That makes more sense to me. Sounds better, and it's a fact.
Indeed. So you have a huge fan base that love you, but then you also have the haters. They hate on you and just want to kill you all the time. Sadly, they cannot kill you by themselves. They have to ball group. But how do you feel about this?
Well, I think that having haters and all that, I love the haters. Without the haters, I have no channel. Without all the hate, I have no publicity, no PR. No one's talking about me. I need them on their Discords, their bands, their Facebook forums, their party chats, all talking about how bad I am. And then I pack it all up. You know what I'm saying? So like it builds. It's really funny because a lot of players, like I'll see, like right now I'm doing the event in Imp City. I have a video that's going to be coming out. It's going to be great. It's me killing everyone in Imp City in the event. But a lot of these players, they have this false confidence because they think in their mind that I am actually bad because they hear everyone say it, and they die in 3 seconds, and they got to be throwing their controller off the wall. So like it's just crazy. My level of greatness can't be measured in inches, miles, yards, ounces, gallons. There is no unit of measurement to measure the level of greatness I've achieved. You know?
Indeed, yes. And due to the fact that you're number one, so I mean, no one comes close at the moment. So at least, who can you say is can or possibly have the potential to be number two in PvP? Since no one is as close to you in number one at the moment in the rankings.
Yeah, my boy Runnels, Runny Runs. Check out it. You'll like and sub to his channel, Runnels ESO. My boy Runny, he's all time great. He is a Kobe Bryant to my Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like he is a all time superstar. Uh, Very rare breed of player, very rare level of greatness. He's achieved it all. He's done it all. So when you have a player like that that plays alongside of you, you know, it just makes this an unstoppable force. You know, it's like the yin and the yang. You know what I'm saying? Combined, it's a tsunami of destruction. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. So that's the only player I don't respect. That everybody else, you're all trash. Hope it hurts your feelings. Hope you cry.
I understand. There's a difference between greatness and a difference between mediocre. So definitely, indeed. And now, off a little bit of topic. It may be more in the PvE ish, PvP ish. You can think, but by any chance, did in this last week they had a SO global reveal? Did you by any chance get to see it?
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I was briefed. I had a nice briefing on it, a sit rep on it. So yeah, I know about it. Yes.
Okay, so they mentioned maybe something about PvP. Anything you think will get better off of it, or maybe what do you think about the whole PvP and the global reveal?
I don't know. I'm sure that the spell, you know, being able to craft spells and change things is going to be a new meta, probably. You know, I'm hoping that they didn't say it, but I'm hoping for new BG maps this year, battleground maps, maybe some new stuff in Citadel itself and Grey Host. But you know, it's we've been doing this for 10, 11 years now. We've never gotten anything new, so I mean, we kind of get nothing. And then PVE, playing the computer bores me. I'm actually great at PVE. You know, 150k DPS. I'll parse so hard. I don't have anything witty to say, but if I did, I would have said it right there. But basically, I parse pretty hard, and I'm a monster in PVE as well. I just don't like doing it. It bores me, and I'd rather just be carried through it and not have to think.
I see. So besides just being a PvP master, rank number one, you also do PvE. That's pretty good. You're very well rounded in the game. That is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a bunch of clears and titles and all that stuff, but I basically only will play something to get gear. So what I'll do is like there's a guild called Foreman. I'll pay them to no, I don't pay. No, don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't pay. I'll grind it yourself. Yep, that's it. Yeah. That's what I do.
I see, I see. All right. So I know you're a busy man, Law Dog. So I can talk about on and on and on. And I'm excited to have you. But let's get into some of your enemies. So a few of your enemies you may have in the game, or maybe they call them haters. In one of your new videos, I might mispronounce this, but I'll do my best. Oxa, Aeoxa. So basically, this guy or girl, I don't know what they are, they're pretending to be a random, trying to fight you. They're all over the forums talking nonsense in YouTube, Facebook, even pretending to be someone they're not. What do you think about this person, or what's your experience with this person?
My experience with him is that he is a bozo, nobody trash can. And if you play one class and you play nothing else, I can't respect you in the PvP community. If you were going to want to be an elite PvPer, you have to be good on every single class. You have to play everything. That means playing trash like Necro. That means playing Nightblade, Sork, Stam variations, magic variations. You got to play it all. That's the only way that you can achieve greatness and be a real PvPer. If I just played my Magplar, there would be no clips of me dying. If you see clips of me getting killed, it's normally I'm on my Sork because I'm really bad at Sork, or I'm on my 24k Ganker, which is a glass cannon. You know, if I don't kill you, I'm pretty much dead. So those two things I'll get clipped on, but you don't risk anything by playing the thing you're the best at. You have to step outside your comfort zone.
Definitely. So if someone was to kill you and teabag you in one of those two classes, we already know Law Dog is just testing. He's testing. He's trying to always improve. You're not beating him in the best of his element of the game.
Exactly, exactly. And if I lose, it's probably because I lagged, or there was a lightning bolt hit my house, my batteries died in my controller, maybe I fell while I was playing, broke my ankle. Any of these things can occur, but normally when I die, there's a justifiable reason why I died, because I'm the best player and I normally don't die.
Indeed. And just like in any game or professional sport, there's always going to be a great one full of greatness. Why do you think so much people in PvP have such a hard time understanding you are the best when you clearly are ranked number one in PvP?
It's jealousy, bro. It's clear jealousy. They're just jealous of me.
Yeah. And how does it make you feel when you're about to finish someone in PvP and they just run and be like, oh, I'm going to jump off. Yes. And how does it make you feel when you're about to finish someone in PvP and they just run and decide, oh, I'm going to jump off the bridge?
It's hilarious. It's the funniest thing. I love when they, I clip them when they run for me, and then I clip them when they kill themselves. So to me, it's like you're showing how great I am. It's actually you're paying homage to my massive overinflated ego. My ego just inflates by 150% when you would rather die to the fish in the water or in the drink as opposed to getting clipped by me. So it's fantastic. I love it.
I see. So I don't want to blow people off the spot because my podcast is not to trash anybody. Unfortunately, I'm just getting evidence from your YouTube video where a perfect example, we have Greybush, for example, jumps off the bridge. Um, any experience or what's your relationship with Greybush?
Greybush is a well-known trash can bot that runs around in cloak all day, respawning. I believe he holds Cyrodiil's most respawns in a single day, most respawns in an hour, most respawns in a week, most respawns as a career player in 1 year. So he holds every major respawn record from dying so much. One of the worst players of all time. Literally fold him like he's a blanket and put him to rest. Biannually, daily, weekly, whatever. All the times of days, I crush it.
Wow, that is indeed he may not like it, but that is indeed a record itself in Elder Scroll history.
Yeah, you gotta give him his credit. Like no one smashes the A button to respawn harder and faster than he does. He's
Oh
got that
wow,
down.
yeah, his fingers must be numb. I can imagine.
Yeah,
So many
he's
different experiences.
got bruises from smashing that A button.
I see. Now, this is more like a Kodak moment experience, but I just had to talk about it. There's a highlight of you sending player Godsent, Fit, I believe that's his name. You're killing him in the air, and the way you did it, oh my god! If I was him, I personally will uninstall the game and never play again. How do you feel during that moment, or what do you think?
Well, like think about like you have children when your child was born and the euphoria you felt of the love, the instant love and joy you felt, or if you just won the World Series or the Super Bowl, any moment you can think of where you feel immense, passionate joy. That's what I felt at the moment, knowing that I am amazing. I just exposed him, I deleted him, and he tried to run, and I mid-air clapped him. It's just a fantastic feeling.
I see. Now, there's this other player. We're going through a little bit of different highlights. So, one player, I believe he's in the Red Alliance. His name is War God Calypso. Some people have egos in PvP. They think they're the best DPS. They think they hit hard, vice versa. War God Calypso. What do you consider him? Will you consider him a good DPS, a tanky support? What do you think he is, in
I
your
think
opinion?
he's a tank bot bozo who plays whatever the meta is. When Necro was OP and powerful, my man was a Necro. Now Anarchist is the best thing in PvP. What do you think he's playing? Anarchist. He's a bozo that runs meta and needs to delete ESO. He's on my channel getting folded. He's got an ESO exposed video on his
I
tank builds, on his tank meta build. It's a joke. All these players play. They all play the same thing. Dragon's Appetite, rendering strikes with the Master Swords, ice staff back bar. Let's let all the sets do damage for me while I'm on my back bar spamming a shield. That is what these players do. Now, don't get me wrong. Law Dog does have this cheese build, and it is better than all. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And it is better than theirs. But what happens is I'll make the cheese to show these cheese players that if I run cheese, they die. You understand? So they want to use cheese to kill me. Okay, no problem. But then I'll upload my cheese tune and I'll come in there and delete you. I'll out cheese you. No one's cheesier than me. You know what I'm saying? I'm the king of the cheese. So that's what happens. I don't like to use the cheese, but I will use it if you're going to kill me with it and then brag about it.
That is indeed brilliant. You pretty much mastermind them. You make them taste their own poison with their own builds. That is just brilliant, brilliant.
Agree with that. Totally agree.
Uh, I see. And then we have old Goblin. He jumps you when you are not looking. I mean, maybe you may have took a step to drink your sip of coffee, or maybe your batteries came out of your controller, but he decides to jump you with a bunch of people. You So that same day you find him in a castle. He's As soon as he sees you, he tries to run away, but you still manage to kill him. What was the situation with Goblin?
Well, he's a guy that likes to message me when he zergs me down. Players know they can't beat me. There's very few that can actually fight me and withstand a 1v1. Most of them will go in Cyrodiil and dual builds to try and find me and fight me in a 1v1 on their dual meta cheese builds. They need that. I would recommend them doing that because otherwise they're just going to lose. But this bozo was zerging me down, teabagging me, messaging me, having a good time. I caught him, popped in the tech pot, and sent him to the Shadow Realm. Without a healer to buff his heals, about 12 people free casting on me, I was able to focus my damage on his trash build and delete him in about 14 seconds.
I see. Yeah, there's just so many toxic players, so many bad players, just players that are just they hate, they can't seem to be in your level. But then there's finally another one. And I can go on and on. I mean, the list is so big of people you killed, but I'm just mentioning a few, especially in your recent videos. One is his name is 8 Year Cookie. So he's under the bridge. He sees you for some reason, and I don't know what happens, but it's clearly in your video on your YouTube channel where he's just running around trying to kill people, and as soon as he sees you, it's crazy. I don't know. Maybe the guy was drunk. He runs into people, but you eventually catch him streaking and finally kill him and teabag him. I mean, what was that all that about? He looked like he was hesitant or something.
So he was another player who runs all the cheese, the rendering strikes, all that. So I got on my cheese board and I deleted his cheese with my cheese. But he was losing, and what they do when they start losing, they'll run to players so they get hit, so they can say, "Oh, that wasn't a 1v1. You didn't beat me." It's the same thing as jumping off the bridge. They're essentially committing suicide. They'll run into a group of players where he could have just stayed down low and fought me, but he was losing because I went and got my cheese. And when I run cheese, I'm just better than you. So now I'm better than you, and now I have the most OP stuff in the game. I'm going to win every time. And that's what's happening to these guys. I go and get the cheese, and I put it on, and it's like, oh, no, we don't want to fight anymore. We'll fight you if you don't have the cheese, little dog, but come on, don't put it on. And most of the time, I'd say probably about 60 to 70% of the time, I beat the cheese in 1v1s anyway on open world builds. So I'm beating these guys who are running all this cheese, regardless of not having it on. But I die to it more than anything, just like anybody. The rendering strikes and Vatastrand staff with all that, plus the penetration CP and all the negative effects, it really deletes you. It's really hard to deal with. So even a player as great as me, I struggle with it as well.
I see. Yeah, so I just received a text message from your agent. Yeah, Law Dog, you're gonna have to go because you're gonna miss your endorsement. So, I will say it was awesome. This was amazing experience getting the inside scope of the number one PvPer in the world, and I truly enjoyed it today. Thank you so much, Law Dog, for being here on the podcast. And for those who want to know more or stay tuned to the Law Dog journey, as far as his regiments, how he's number one, don't forget to go to his page and subscribe.
Make sure you like and subscribe. Smash that bell. Give me likes. Send me gold. Send me stuff in the game. I need stuff. I'm poor. Help your boy out. I got to send my kid to college. Don't be selfish.
Yes, everyone, don't forget to subscribe. It's very important, as he continues to make more content and make the PvP world learn how to be number one. Thank you so much, Law Dog. Until next time.
Thanks
Signing
for
off.
having me, bro.
your shades. The spotlight's here can burn holes through the stage. Down through the basement past the Indian grave.